Hi my darlings, I'm Sophie Darling and welcome to my first reaction to episode 8 of series 3 of Attack on Titan. If you enjoy these types of reacts, please consider liking, subscribing and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. We are on the road to 10k. Hopefully we'll get there by the end of 2025. If you'd like to be part of this journey, please consider hitting that subscribe button, especially if you enjoy reactors that get very emotionally invested in these shows, that also enjoys looking at the character development, the writing, and also the themes that are coming into play. If you would like to additionally support my content, we do have a Patreon. You can find a link in the description box below. Not only do you get early access to uncut and ad-free footage, we also have an amazing community. I'm really proud of the community that we have built. Everyone in there is so lovely. But if you're looking for that community vibe and to interact with other people that love this show as much as you do, then please consider joining Patreon, especially as we have so many amazing shows coming in 2025 that I cannot wait to share with you. Episode 7 has left me with more questions again. There's this whole inference that everybody that gains this ability suddenly changes their mind about not wanting to erase the Titans, as if they know something more than we do. We also have Reiss saying that once you gain this ability, you become almost like a god. But it also is very obvious that Reiss is trying to manipulate Historia into doing what he wants her to do, so her life would not be her own, which makes sense as to why Ymir did not want her to go back, because she said that there was no life for her within the walls, because this is what was inevitably going to happen. She would not be able to live a life of her own. She would constantly be manipulated by other people because of her blood and because of her status, because of who she descends from, and because her family is the true royal family. A lot of confusion as to why they want the Titans to rule them, which is making me think that the Reiss family are benefiting somehow from humanity being scared of the Titans and therefore are wanting to keep humanity trapped within the walls, and that Grisha stole the ability in order to give humanity a fighting chance and for Eren to get revenge. And it makes me curious as to whether the Reiss family are opposed to Annie, Rhino, and Bertolt's people, or whether they're serving an ulterior purpose by keeping humanity trapped within these walls to inevitably bring humanity to an end, to bring about humanity's downfall. Because why would they be so intent on trapping them and keeping them inside? I don't know. I'm so sorry if my outros have been super short in previous videos, because every time I think we're getting an answer, I just get more questions. I still don't have all the pieces, and I'm trying to make connections back to series 2 and series 1. And ultimately, I keep flip-flopping between humanity is the victim and humanity is the oppressor, but now I'm starting to lean towards Titan shifters, or the people with the Titan power, however you want to describe them, are actually the oppressors, and humanity is the one that is being trapped, and that Grisha possibly stole this power to not only get vengeance for his wife, but to give humanity a chance, an opportunity to fight back by having a weapon so powerful that not even other Titans can bring it down, that it has unimaginable capabilities, that it will do what the Reiss family have refused to do for 100 years. Finally end the Titans and allow humanity to be free. To lead and guide humanity because they see themselves as superior to humanity. And again, but how does that tie in with one group of people wanting to erase humanity, but this group of people wanting to guide and lead humanity? Unless, again, it's because there's a schism and that they view humanity as valuable in what it can provide to them, versus another population that view humanity as lesser and therefore there is no need for them and that the world will be better off without them. It's all very confusing, I'm not going to lie. But without further ado, we're going to get into episode 8, because we're not going to get any more answers if we just sit here and talk. They're trapped in here. Like, besties, you're in a worse position than they are. No, not Eren. They need to get out.
お前たちはハンジを外へ連れ出せ。
私は人類の敵だけどエレンの味方。いい子にもなれないし神様にもなりたくない。でも
I love this side of Historia.
泣いてる人がいたらそんなことないよって伝えに行きたい。それが誰だってどこにいたって私が必ず助けに行く。ヒストリア無事ミカサ。
鍵をよこせ。
兵長、みんな。
クリ、急げ。
俺はいい。
No.
早く逃げてください。
They love you.
いいか、あの野郎。
You told us with.
鉄を持った敵も飛んできてんだ。旗だ。
Go, go, go.
超大型より大きいですよ。
下がれ。結局てめえも巨人に無知だったってことだ。よーくわかったぜ、クソが。
The music. Mwah.
バカ、来るな。
巨人化するか。いや、巨人の体程度じゃ防げない。ごめん、みんな。俺は
They're all looking at him like, Eren, pull it to fucking, pull it together.
人類の希望なんかじゃなかった。
てめえ一回だって自分の力一つでなんとかできたことあったがよ。
弱気だな。初めてってわけじゃねえだろこんなの。
別になれたかねえんですけどね。
まあ、あの中飛ぶのはさすがに厳しいけど。
You've always had your friends there to help you as well, Eren.
多分気使ってる余裕ねえから死ぬ気で捕まったろ。
無理だ。もう逃げられない。
じゃあ何もせずにこのままみんなで仲良く潰れるか焼け死ぬのを待つの。
ナイド、お前にばかりすまなく思うが、エレン、好きな方を選べ。進みます。
Make your choice, Eren.
ごめんなさい。最後に一度だけ許してほしい。自分を信じることを。
Oh, he's a madman. He's doing it. Holy shit.
まずい。
とにかく走りましょう。
大丈夫、大丈夫ですか。
ああ、一体何が。
Oh my fucking god, he's huge. Has it got legs? It doesn't look like it can stand. It's crawling. He protected them all by hardening his body. He made the right choice. An ability used by the Armor Titan and so forth for a Titan to harden their body. While in hiding, Eren Yeager conducted experiments to replicate this ability in order to plug War Maria. However, it wasn't until his attempt underground that he first succeeded in doing so. My boy. That's so cool looking as well.
硬質化ってやつだろ。お前を巨人から切り離しても、この巨人は消えてねえ。で、これまでどうしてもできなかった硬質化の力を使って、俺たちを守った。お前は一瞬で、これだけのものを発想して作り出したんだ。これでウォールマリアの穴を塞ぐことが可能になった。
You can do it!
敵も味方も大勢死んで、散々遠回りした不細工な格好だったが、俺たちは無様にも。
I wonder if it'll ever get to a point where they're like instead of protecting the walls, let's destroy the walls.
そうすれば、うちの地下室を調べられる。
Maybe that'll be like a revelation that eventually happens.
おかげでみんな助かりました。でも正直言うと、あなたが泣きわめきながら気持ち悪い走り方で飛び出したあの瞬間は、もうこれはダメね。おいだおいだ。このおばんげねえやつはちゃんとしないや。ほんとメソメソしてからこんが鼻たりが。と思いましたよ。
He made the right choice.
行くぞ。
He trusted
あの
himself.
クソでかい巨人を追う。
Where's he going is the question. Oh wait, no, he does have legs. He's just like crawling on all fours. I wasn't sure if he was like sliding himself on his belly or...
ダメだ。近づくな。燃えちまうぞ。
He doesn't look like a pure Titan
止めるの
though.
は無理です。飛行士のようで、我々には目もくれません。
もういい。離れろ。あの巨人は。
ロッドレイスだ。
He's on a
あのクソでか
mission.
いのをそこまで進ませるってことか。
正確にはオルブドックだ。奴の進路はおそらくそこに向かっている。
Why though? What's significant about that district? Is it his district where he came from, or...?
それはレイス家の血を引く者が持たないと進化を発揮できない。しかしレイス家の人間が始祖の巨人の力を得ても初代王の思想に支配され、人類は巨人から解放されない。へえ、すごく興味ある。
So the first king, for whatever
初代
reason,
王
wants to be
曰く
ruled by the
これが真の
Titans.
平和だって。面白いことを考えてるじゃないか。
Hmm.
つまり、まだ
And
選
this
択
is
肢は残
peace,
され
but
ています。
it's not really peace
これ
though.
をあの巨人に食わせれば、ロトレースは人間に戻ります。
But why does he want to trap humanity? Why does the first king see being ruled by the Titans as the only form of peace and control? Is it because humanity can't be trusted that he thinks they're duplicitous?
一つは確実にロッドレイスの洗脳を解けるという確証がないこと。彼をどう拘束しようと人類の記憶を改ざんされたら終わりです。むしろあの破滅的な平和思想の持ち主から始祖の巨人の力を取り上げている今の状態こそ人類にとって千載一遇の好機なんです。
For humanity to finally be free.
あなたのお父さんは初代王から私たち人類を救おうとした。それだけの選択を課せられたから。
ミカサやアルミン、みんなを救いたいなら、お前はこの力を支配しなくてはならない。
父さん。
When Historia refers to herself as the enemy of humanity, is that because of her bloodline, because of who she is, that if she gained that ability, she would keep humanity trapped because of the will of the first king? So the blood of the king keeps humanity trapped within these walls, keeps people confined for the sole purpose of believing that true peace can only be achieved from the Titans ruling. Could it be because they were at war and the only way to stop humanity rising up against their rule and against their authority is by brainwashing them and by establishing walls to keep them confined? But again, why does Bertold, Reiner, and Annie's people hate humanity so much? Could it be because of the warmongering? Maybe it all comes down to the fact that there's a difference in opinion. The first king believed that trapping humanity within the walls and brainwashing them and forcing them to essentially live a peaceful life because they're never allowed to know the truth, but they're also not allowed to know what the Titans truly are, is the only way to keep humanity in check, to stop humanity from rising up. Maybe humanity did commit atrocities against their people, and that's why we have one side wanting to erase humanity and hate them vehemently and believe that they shouldn't exist. Grisha must know something about the first king. He must have learned something for him to take matters into his own hands, to take the power away from the race family in order to free and protect humanity. But what is it that he knows? Because he only consumes Frida after learning something, because otherwise he wouldn't know that Frida has that ability. He wouldn't know that the Reiss family in general have that ability. And he wouldn't know that the only way to free humanity is by taking that power away from Frida, unless he's learned something prior. Is that what's in the basement? Is that what this is all building to? Is that Grisha has kept like a history, has been researching, has been learning the truth behind it all, and then that led to his decision to maybe experiment and turn himself into a Titan, because he knew that the Reiss family had those abilities somehow, and he knew that Frida had that ability and that it was passed down to her, and he also knew that he had to steal it in order for humanity to have a fighting chance. And that was Eren. Eren is humanity's fighting chance against the Titans. But why are they being kept within the walls? Why do they want humanity to be ruled by Titans?
あのイェーガー先生が何の考えもなくそんなことするわけがないよ。そう、レイスケの血がなくてもきっと人類を救う手立てはある。地下室って？あれですね。つまり大事ですね。
Did she just think it was like a metaphor? They're gonna head to the basement.
いいのかい、ヒストリア。君のお父さんを殺すほかなくなる。
Oh my god, the music is so eerily beautiful. It's haunting. She's gonna make that call.
エレン、ごめんなさい。私は巨人になったあなたを殺そうと本気で思った。それも人類のためなんて理由じゃないの。お父さんが間違ってないって信じたかった。お父さんに嫌われたくなかった。
She was living for somebody else, but not for herself. Sever that tie, Historia. Live for yourself.
Historia, 言い忘れていたが、お前にやってもらうことがある。エルヴィンからの指示でな。
Is this to become queen?
お前は正当な王位継承者として女王になれ。
女王様？ヒストリアが？
クーデターは成功したが、兵団がトップに立っても民衆は従わない。
But then she has to live her life the way that people want her to live her life. She's not free then. She's still confined.
さっきヒストリアが言ってたと思うんですけど、父親と別れて面倒なしがらみからまあ抜け出せるというか、なのにまた。
なんだ、言いたいことがあるならはっきり言え。
いや、
つまりコニーが言いたいのは、ヒストリアはようやくレイス家から離れて自分を取り戻したわけで。
My babies! They're speaking up for her.
つまりかわいそうかと。
It's not.
次の任務は女王ですね。
Historia!
了解しました。ヒストリア。お仕着せにするかどうかは結局自分次第なんだってそう思う。一つだけ条件が。自分の運命に自分で決着をつけさせてください。女王になったらあのチビを殴ってやればいい。
She's still gunning for Levi, isn't she? I'm so proud of Historia. How far she's come since series 1 is astounding. What do you mean? What are you playing at, Owen? What are you playing at, Owen? Please don't tell me this is going to be like, we're going to sacrifice everyone here for the greater goal again, because fuck, I loved seeing Jean and Connie stand up for Historia, that She's just found herself. She's just establishing herself beyond being part of the Race family. She's finally severed that tie, and now you're dragging her back into being a monarch. You're forcing her to take up a role that she never wanted, never asked for. You're forcing her to live a life that is not truly her own. She's going to be burdened by people's expectations, and she's not living her life truly for herself. And just Historia being willing to make that sacrifice for the benefit of humanity means that she is not humanity's greatest enemy. She is humanity's greatest asset, because she is willing to rule humanity in such a way as to try and bring peace and establish hope and establish a better future than what's been done before. She's trying to correct the mistakes that her predecessors have made. I do love that she said that if this is what I'm expected to do, I'm going to put everything on the line. She will not back down. She wants to fight to save humanity. She wants to fight her father. She wants to be involved. She doesn't want to be complacent. She doesn't want to simply be handed something. She wants to work for it. And just seeing her come from this almost passive character in series 1, hiding behind this facade of Krista that we now know is from the fairy tale book that was read to her by Frida. She embodies not only the name of Krista that her father gives to her when he allows her to live a peaceful life away in order to keep her alive, she also embodies those characteristics, and that is to be selfless and to be kind and to do what is best for everyone, even at the expense of yourself. And seeing her begin to shed that towards the end of series 2, we start to see her be more vocal, more outspoken. She even pushes back against Emir quite a bit. She's very courageous. She's very outgoing. She's willing to put herself in the line in order to protect those she cares about. And then in series 3, that facade just completely falls apart. We almost see her begin to fall back into old habits in terms of wanting to please those around her, especially her father. And she can't be blamed for that. She doesn't know the man. She thought she was unwanted all her life. And to finally have him come back into the picture, it would be hard for any child, because this is what we have to remember. They are kids. They are children. They are not adults. It would be hard for any child to not want to live up to the expectations and hopes and aspirations of their parents. And for her to have the courage to decide that she doesn't want to live that life, she doesn't want to gain the abilities that Eren has, she wants to be free and make her own decisions. And I guess in a way, becoming queen is a decision that she's making. She still has the choice to say no. She still has the choice to refuse, but she's choosing for the first time in her life to essentially take on that role instead of feeling like it's been forced upon her. Levi says he has a request of her, but it still seemed like she had the opportunity to say no if she wanted to. But she also knows the consequence of saying no is that the city will rebel and there will be civil war and humanity will turn on each other because they refuse to be ruled by a military state. I'm just so happy for her and so proud of her. It's just been amazing to see that character development of her actually beginning to make choices for herself that also benefit her. Yes, she still is quite selfless in her behavior, but I think that's just part of who she is. I don't think she is a selfish person, and it could be because of how she was raised. It could be because she still retains aspects of the Krista persona that she put on, but I do think she is very kind, and she's also very selfless in her motivations and in her actions too, and that also factors into her decision making and her choices. Just seeing her speak up, we're just seeing more of her being courageous, more of her being brave and establishing her own voice and not having people speak for her and not being manipulated by others for their own gain. Just, I love it so, so much. Something that has just come to my mind though, is the Wallace wanted to kill Historia because they felt that she knew too much of the truth. Is that because they thought that she had actually inherited the powers of the founding Titan? Did they want to kill her because they deemed her a threat to the established order because she had those abilities and that she knew too much? Or did they just want to kill her because of what she could become, what she could have symbolized? Looking back at this whole hint from Nick being like, ask Historia, she knows all this information but it becomes very clear that this information is passed down through the ability. So it's actually Eren that has that ability, not Historia. So Historia wouldn't actually know because she hasn't actually been told anything. And what she was told was wiped from her memory by Frida. So I'm wondering if they just have a misconceptualization of what Historia actually knows, or whether she does know and we're just not being told. But I feel like if she knew, she would have revealed that information already. She wouldn't have kept it secret. So I think potentially there must be like a misunderstanding or a misinterpretation that Historia has abilities that she doesn't actually possess. But there's also the fact that Grisha has discovered some information that has made him target the Reiss family. And what that information is has to be linked to the basement. So are we actually finally going to get the basement this season? Or is it just the basement is the friends we make along the way? Because at this point, we're going to have to get the basement at some point this series. But there has to be information in the basement as to why Grisha has targeted the Reiss family, why he sees the Reiss family as being bad for humanity, why the first king wants to be ruled by the Titans. There has to be information there that makes him come up with the decision to steal that power and to give it to Eren. Because it can't just be for no reason, and it obviously isn't for no reason. There's a purpose behind Grisha's actions. We just don't know what that purpose is. And I wonder, because it was 5 years ago that he stole it, right? What if he tries to make sense of the memories that he has? What if he tries to connect to those memories and he's able to write down the reason why all of this is happening, and that's what he wants Eren to find. He wants Eren to go to the basement so that Eren will understand why Grisha did what he did and why he needs to save humanity. I think that's all I have to say for this episode. I'm just really sorry if these outros are super short. My brain is not really braining. I have a horrible head cold at the minute, so I'm trying to push through the head cold so I can film, and it means that maybe I'm not putting things together as quickly as I usually do, and my thought process is a little bit slower and not as coherent, so I do apologize for that. But if you enjoyed these types of reacts, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!